Hey, Senator, kungi fat joy.
Oh, kungi fat joy.
Senator, sit
Thank you.
Hey, Governor.
Governor Miller.
Hey, Lieutenant Governor. Okay. I saw you Friday. You did an excellent job.
Everyone, please be seated. Good morning and aloha kako. Welcome to the Aloha Order of Merit ceremony, recognizing the first recipient of this honor, Senator Daniel Kahikina Akaka. I'm Donalyn Dela Cruz, and I'm pleased to be your MC for this event. We begin with an oli, written by one of his sons, Danny Akaka Jr. This is a very special oli that speaks of his father. The words and its translation can be found in the program.
O ke akua ka makualani Ua nui kana mauhana noe He o ke leo ka motu ki aua o kua He kua vivole ke ka wao nua e lui He kumukula he po kumu Ho o lala I ke upuni o Hawaii He lala I wakine kona Oi o Congress, a me ka Senate, ua lawi alilo He mele no ano kahikina kaniela Akaka He mele lohano ko umakuakane He mau konai noe Aloha, aloha, aloha. Please join me in this moment of prayer. E pule kako. E ko mako makua I loko kalani. Ke keiki ka ohane molele. Nau makua na kina kua me na kupuna. We come humbly before thee, dear Lord, on this very, very special occasion. On this day that we can honor a very, very special son of Hawaii. Born of very humble beginnings in the valley of Pauoa, raised with aloha and the Spirit of God within. We come together to honor my father, Daniel Kahikina Akaka, a very humble man of much ha'a'a, who's lived the life of the Aloha Spirit as a great ambassador for the islands, who's embodied with the spirit of Aloha and carries the people of Hawaii with him and all of his ancestors. We ask for the blessings of my dad, that his name will live on and that he will serve as a good role model for all of our leaders, those today and those yet unborn. We thank you for his long and great life. And now in this time of ho'omaha, as he now rests and retires in his time of retirement, we ask you to keep him in your wings, to be with him and my mom, to guide them, to continue the work that they have for many years. For these things we humbly ask, e mawako kaloko mai kai o ka haku Yesu Kristo. Ke aloha o ke akua ka makua me ka launa pu ana mai o ka ohane he molele me o koa pau mai ke la aku aki ke manawa pau ole. Amen.
Mahalo, Danny. And now please rise for the national anthem and Hawaii Pono'i, sung by Malia Ka'ai Barrett.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? Hawaii Pono'i, Nanai Komoi, Kalani Oli, Keali, Makualani, Kamehameha, na
Mahalo, please be seated. And now for the presentation of lei on behalf of the state legislature, Senate President Donna Mercado Kim and House Speaker Calvin Say.
Thank you, Carol. Hallelujah.
It took the state legislature nearly 10 years before selecting an honoree for the Aloha Order of Merit. Here to tell us more is the chairman of the selection committee, Senator Brickwood Galuteria.
Aloha. Just like Uncle Danny. Governor Abercrombie, Governors Ariyoshi, Waihe'e, Cayetano, Lengo, our new Senator, U.S. Senator Schatz, aloha to you. Senate President Kim, Speaker Say, the mayors of our various counties, OHA trustees, colleagues, and friends. As the chair of the first ever Aloha Order of Merit Selection Committee and speaking for committee members, Representative Faye Hanohano, if you would please stand. Representative Hanohano, thank you. And Governor's Representative Noi Kalipi, Noi, thank you. My remarks will be much quicker than the introductions, by the way. We're pleased to advance the name of today's honoree, U.S. Senator Daniel Kahikina Akaka, a true son of Hawaii, to both houses of the legislature for approval by concurrent resolution today. We passed the concurrent resolution to our past legislative session. And the Aloha Order of Merit was established by the state legislature in 1993, a little more than 10 years ago, Donnelly, to honor individuals who have distinguished themselves individually in the national and international arena in their fields of expertise, either by a single event or by the totality of their work, who've provided extraordinary service to, devoted themselves to the betterment of, or brought honor to Hawaii, all while embodying the concept of the Aloha spirit. Individuals conferred the lifetime title of Member of the Aloha Order of Merit shall be inducted into the order by the governor, which we will do today. And upon request of the governor, members of the order may serve as emissaries for the people of Hawaii. The Aloha Order of Merit is one of the highest honors that has never been awarded until today. Our work began in January of 2012 as we were ready to accept names from all fields. Our deliberations included individuals of high esteem, well-respected kama'aina, and even included the possibility of a posthumous award given to a former Queen of Hawaii. That was where the bar was set. And at the end of the day, we chose Senator Daniel Akaka, the Aloha statesman. It seemed a perfect fit if we were to follow the criteria set in the statute, and quite fitting that he received the inaugural award. So today we honor Uncle Danny as he returns home to Hawaii after years of dedication and service in Washington, D.C., and continues to help Hawaii, us here at home, navigate the future of our Aloha state with the aloha that he is so well known for. Mahalo nui loa, Senator Akaka, and aloha to you. Thank you.
Mahalo, Senator. Wherever Senator Akaka went, he shared aloha in so many ways, including through song. And I will say we're a little late getting started because there was some song taking place back there. So again, just sharing aloha. Some of you know he was a choir leader at Kauai Ha'o Church. And in fact, the church choir, many his own members that he led years ago, are here this morning and will grace us now with Ho'onani I Kamakua Mau. How is that, Senator Akaka? And now, introducing our honoree and presenting the Aloha Order of Merit Medallion, Governor Neil Abercrombie.
Thank you, Donald.
Thank you very much, Donald. Aloha, everyone. It certainly never occurred to me so many years ago when I had the opportunity to join the congressional team that I would one day have both the opportunity and the privilege to present the Aloha Order of Merit to Senator Akaka. I think that it's entirely appropriate that the chant, the Oli given to us at the beginning of these ceremonies, I said this is a name song for Daniel Kahikina Akaka. This is a song of love and adoration, yes, for a father, but also for a Keikioka-aina, a child of these islands. And the Oli concludes with the words, "May his name continue to live on." This is the essence of the Aloha Order of Merit. I think that its significance is in no small measure indicated by the presence of all our living governors here today. When one considers the idea of aloha, I think I am not far wrong if I say that the name Daniel Akaka follows soon after. I can tell you from personal observation at a distance, because in some respects, all of us gathered here today are so familiar with Danny and the presence of Danny and the expression of the Aloha spirit in his presence, that it sometimes was instructive to see Danny in another context, particularly on the national stage, where he set an example and a tone in the United States Senate, and previous to that in the House of Representatives, that I'm sorry to say is not emulated as much today as it might otherwise be if we were to have a sense of the future with a bit more confidence. No matter who I was speaking to, either in the House or in the Senate, over these past 2 decades, Danny's name would come up again and again as an example of the way we should be dealing with one another and treating one another and addressing the various issues that we were to confront. People said to me, is it possible, how is it possible, rather, for someone to be so good? And as I would look around the room and put myself in that category, they said, well, it doesn't take all that much considering the company that we're in. And they said, but what would happen when Danny came into a room is that the very atmosphere would change. And people were much more likely to be able to communicate with one another, to be able to deal with one another in terms of respect, in terms of consideration for each other. And I was asked in that context many times, how do you account for that in Danny Akaka? And we can go into his background, of course, that's well known. But I said, let me give you a little story. A little story, I think, that exemplifies what it is that the name Daniel Akaka and the Aloha Spirit joined as one, what that means. We all know about political contests of one kind and another, and we've all been, many of the people in this room, of course, on this floor, have been through them. But when Danny was appointed to the United States Senate in the wake of the passing of Senator Spark Matsunaga, a vigorous campaign ensued. And during that campaign, of course, the contest was such that there was no doubt that this would not be an easy campaign. Nothing was certain. And in the course of events, we had rallies, and there were political commentaries, and columns were written, and speculation was made. And through it all, Senator Akaka was the eye of that storm, calm, collected, with an equanimity of spirit that simply amazed all of us. In the midst of all the excitement, in the midst of all the trauma that was taking place, there he was. And I said to him at some point, Danny, how we're all so involved in this. How is it possible for you to just seem to have this calm sense of direction? He was like, all the rest of us were radar. We were out there putting out our little beats and beams out there trying to figure out what's going on, and Danny was like a gyroscope. No matter how he was buffeted, no matter what the circumstances were, he came towards a true sense of direction. And we got the answer when he was asked to stand and speak at the end of the campaign. We'd all given our speeches, we'd all given our exhortations to everyone to get out and work hard and get the vote out. And Senator Akaka stood up and said just a sentence. My opponents over the years have said that they had the ear of the president, or the ear of those who could make decisions, the ear of those who are here to guide our destiny. But I have the people of Hawaii in my heart. And he sat down. He has had the people of Hawaii in his heart all his life. He has carried the people of Hawaii in his heart which is the essence of the Aloha Spirit, all his life. His name will continue to live on. Senator?
We'd also like to ask the committee members to join the governor, Representative Hanohano, Senator Galataria, and Noi Kalipi.
We're now taking holy pictures. Okay. As I introduce then Senator Akaka, please be seated. As I now have the opportunity to introduce to you this first recipient of the Aloha Order of Merit, may I say by way of formal introduction then for his remarks, that of course it was established by the state legislature as indicated by Senator Galataria. I think everyone agrees that no one would be more appropriate for this initial honor. I want to say about the medallion itself that it is very unique. It is made of koa. It is hand-selected for its rich grain, so reminiscent of the coming arrival of a sunrise, the kahikina. And it is engraved with the coat of arms of the Kingdom of Hawaii, and on its back is a key that represents the spirit of aloha. And as we know, Auntie Palahi Paki once said, the world will turn to Hawaii as they search for world peace because Hawaii has the key, and that key is aloha. Our key to aloha is Senator Daniel Akaka.
Mahalo. Ano ai ke aloha, ya kakou apau. My greetings with love to all of you here. Let me say mahalo nui loa. Mai loko loa iho kana'au. And what I just said was thank you from deep inside of me to all of you. Thank you very much. With gratitude, Governor Abercrombie, members of the Hawaii State Legislature, and all of you present here. I am really honored for being the first inductee to the Aloha Order of Merit for the state of Hawaii. And for me, it's especially significant because it focuses on the spirit of Hawaii, the Aloha spirit that our country and the world needs. For me, the Aloha spirit exemplifies what makes Hawaii so special, so unique in this country. So I thought, and from hearing those who spoke before me today, to start from the beginning so you understand what happened to me. And I heard this, it was told to me by Brother Reverend Dr. Abraham Akaka, who told me that I was born at 3:30 a.m. on September 11, 1924. And then my father, Kahikina Akaka, delivered me at home from my ma, Annie Kalia Nui Nui Kahoa Akaka. And after he delivered me, they cleaned me up. He woke up the family, and we had an ohana. And ohana is a devotion. And our family had ohana 2 times a day, every day, in the morning and in the early evening. Well, Pa calls the morning ohana, and he introduces me to the family. The family was in Poa Valley, that's a Tarapatch Valley, and during those days, it was producing taro. And Pa told the family that I was born, and they were holding me to show the family, and said that he and Ma named me Daniel. And I think you know how important names are when they are given to people, with the hope that that name will come true. And so his remarks, according to Brother Abe, was that born in our family was a boy that we called Daniel from biblical history, and that he would serve people even in the lion's den. And so really Pa and Ma set my canoe on course. And of course, I didn't know all of this. Brother Abe was telling me this, and so with that, we had an ohana. But that really was the beginning of my life, to be born into a family that was very spiritual, very loving. We lived in a 2-bedroom house, and totally we had 8 children in a 2-bedroom home, and the cooking was done outside of the house. And though we had a little money, we were able to strive and live well. But Ma and Pa set the course for me. And so it shaped my development of my life. And so my life has been dedicated to service to people. You know, Pa was a kind of quiet man. He was a molder at Honolulu Iron Works. And his pay was just sufficient for us as a family. And I still remember when I first went to Congress and he was passing away here in Hawaii, he wrote me a little note. And in that note, in essence, said, help the people of this country and the world. And so that kept me on course. And Ma was another person, a full-blooded Hawaiian from Pearl City. And she was a lovely lady, very loving. And his story is that Ma welcomed everybody who passed the house. We had a porch, a lanai, and from the lanai she'd say, "Hui, hui, my AI, come and eat." And I understood enough so that at one time I pulled her skirt and said, "Ma, we don't have anything to eat." And she said, "That's all right, they can drink water." But that's how she was. And there were others who came to the home. There was a Japanese boy, Kaoru, who, and Ma told him, "Oh, come stay with us." And he did. And he became quite a successful businessman. And there was another Caucasian person who came from Chicago who knew of my brother Abe. And he came to the door, and I was with Ma too, and he said, "Oh, I just wanted to come and visit Abe's family." And so my mother asked him, "Where are you staying?" He said, "Oh, no, I'm going to find a place." She said, "Bring your bags in." And he stayed with us. And Akoni, of course, became a part of the family. As a matter of fact, now he's buried next to my mother and dad. And yet, he grew to love the family and the Hawaiian ways and did really well. And the way it ended up for him was he was the head of Sepulveda Veterans Hospital in L.A. So, but that tells you the spirit of the family and the spirit of Hawaii. And I was so fortunate to grow up and develop with this background. During the 36 years in Washington, I made a conscious decision to exemplify that Hawaiian spirit, the Aloha spirit, through my actions and my words, because I was told by my kupuna that that was my kuleana, that was my responsibility. And so I did my work in that line, and also was so fortunate to have been elected to serve in the United States Congress, which put me in touch nationally and internationally with other people. And as it was mentioned, as I traveled while in Congress, there were many times when we would meet officials from other countries, and somehow they noticed me and wanted to know more about Hawaii. And so I was able to tell them as much as I could about the spirit of Hawaii. And Ma and Pa, really set, as I said, set the course for me in my life. While in Congress, as I said, I've traveled extensively to other countries, and I've had many opportunities to demonstrate and share that Hawaiian spirit internationally and nationally, and to the members of Congress. And it has been an honor, and this is why I can't thank the people of Hawaii enough for giving me that responsibility all of these 36 years in Congress. Because wherever I travel outside of the United States, it always amazed me that no matter where we went, that people were interested in speaking to me and asking about our Hawaiian Islands. And of course, I would always end up with something about the spirit of Aloha, and of course its its values to me and to all of us. I firmly believe that in Hawaii, we have a kuleana to help the rest of the world through that spirit and affect our foreign policy as well. And I really believe this is a mission of Hawaii, because we were brought up in that spirit, or have lived in that spirit. And so all of these opportunities that have come about have not been me, but it has been others helping me. And that's all of you as well. And many of you helped me to demonstrate the values of law throughout my career. And I want to pay special thanks to my family, Millie, who's seated here, and my children, Danny, Gerard, Alan, Nikki, and Milani, for the support they've given me these years. And I want to thank all of you, including our officials here. And there's another kind of story that I will not tell now, but how the governors of Hawaii helped me to do what I'm doing, and beginning from Governor Burns' time when I worked for him. But all of this helped to shape me and help me on this journey that I've been on. Because I feel that it's imperative that we use the Aloha spirit here at home to work together so that we can solve the many challenges that we face in our state, and that we try to create a better Hawaii and a better United States of America. Because we live at a time when there are so many challenges, and we still, however, have to think about it in terms of the service we can give our people. And for me, I'm honored to be the first inductee to the Aloha Order of Merit, because I see it as a way for me to continue my kuleana, my responsibility to demonstrating the importance of that spirit and its values to our keiki, to Hawaii, our nation, and to the world. I also want to thank the officials here in Hawaii on all levels of government, the state, the county, the community as well, for the support that you've given me all of these years. I would not have been able to do all of these things without you. So my hope is that we can continue to do what we can in this mission, and to work to make the state, our nation, and our world a better place for our children and our families. It has been a real honor for me to receive this award, and I want to tell all of you again, mahalo nui loa. Now, to all of you who are elected officials gathered to do the people's work, just remember that in all you do it with aloha. And it makes a huge difference. I want to thank you again for giving me this opportunity to say just a few words of thank you all the way from within me, and to continue to look forward to helping the people of Hawaii. This is a great state, and all the kind of support that I've had. Joan Ohashi Akai, my chief, has worked well with my staff over the years, my staff here in Hawaii as well as in Washington, D.C. And I loved my staff because we lived and worked together as a family. And still, think much about it on leaving each other here. So Hawaii has a place in this world, and we need to use our spirit and spread it into the nation and the rest of the world. So mahalo nui loa, malama pono ia o koa pao. God bless you, God bless Hawaii, God bless the United States of America. And I want to say malama pono ia o ko to all of you, and ahui o kako. Aloha.
I'll take it, Danny. I'll take it for you.
Thank you.
Good, Senator. I want to give you a big hand.
That was wonderful, and we're going to do something a little impromptu because Senator Akaka feels so inspired right now. So if you see to my left, you'll see Danny and Alan.
Can I talk a little bit about the song?
Yes. Well, thank you very much. This is not on the program. But I was surprised when they asked me, hey, you got to sing a song. So, and my boy Kaniela and Alan here, and this is Gerard, and Kekoa Kaloiva also, and they're going to join me. And of course, the song I'm going to sing is what I call the Rainbow Song, but you know it by other names. And this song, people understand because the rainbow is a symbol, and it's very significant because it's beautiful. It has all the colors, and for me, it represents diversity, all the different colors, and that's what Hawaii is a rainbow state with much diversity, and it tells of it so people can understand it. That's Alan on the steel. Where we live, there are rainbows. That's all of you. With life and the laughter of mornings and starry nights, where we live,
Everybody sing.
there are rainbows with flowers full of colors. That's our keiki. And birds filled with song. I can smile when it's raining and touch the warmth of the sun. I hear children laughing in this place that we love, where we live, there are rainbows with life in the laughter of morning and
Daddy, nice to meet you. Thank you.